at least they know how to manage their budget. Eh? Right now, you have money. You may not know how to use it so well. You buy things. Like the ladies, you go around here, Juja, you find something nice. This thing was not in your home, where you come from. So you find it in Nairobi, like you decide to buy it. You forget there's next week and next week. Then you call home, they ask you, what did you do with that money? You are afraid of telling them I bought 2 pairs of shoes. So it may happen so, but you need a senior student to tell you, by the way, these are how things are done. You are in medicine school, you are in med school, you need to do this. You are in business school, you need to do this and this. Now, you have trouble about even your social life. You are a lady. Let me say for the ladies now. There's this guy who is nagging. Huh? There's this guy who also you're getting interested in. This guy was become so friendly. By then, me, I was in high school, I was told, don't even have a relationship in high school. Wasichana wako campus. Niliambia, wasichana wako campus wa kila aina. So niliambia, vumilia hapa high school, utenda utawapata huko. True to it, I found them in campus. There are many. There's so many in campus. Also the ladies, maybe uliambiwa, achana nao high school hapa, ama hapa nyumbani. Huyu hata agenda university. Huko university utapata. Hapa utapata wale wanafanya engineering, wale wanafanya medicine, wale wanafanya business, and they are very sharp. Somebody scored, maybe even the best student in the country is here. Who was the best student in the country? Probably they're in Jkuat. No, all of you are best students actually. Yeah? So you made it to Jkuat. By you making to Jkuat, you're among the best in this country. So, you will, what I was talking about is now, you will need a friend to speak to who is senior. A lady, you will need a senior student. Also, who is a lady. I'll advise you that. Don't be alone. As much as you have friends who are in first year, have a friend who's in third year or even fourth year. Second year is also okay. Now, wakati msee atakuwa anajaribu kukukatia, this person who is in campus also, who is trying to lure you into something, some relationship or sort. I'm sure there's some of you who are already in relationships. How many are in relationships? No, don't raise your hands. That's okay, that's up to you. So I'm sure some of you are in that thing. You have your boyfriend around, maybe around, or he joined Jkuat, or perhaps he even didn't make it to campus, or he's in KMTC, or no. I'm not trying to demean your boyfriend, whatever he is, but I'm saying this, perhaps whatever he is, but you may need a senior student to advise you on some things. Let me speak about Jkuat now, and maybe let me speak about JKUSDA. JKUSDA is a nice church, but also there are people who are not nice. There are people who have got this circle of, when first years come, they want to attack them. They are feasting on first years. In it one in gold rush. Like when first years come, they want to make sure they confuse you as a lady in first year. You like seeing just this man, you're like, hey, umse ako second year, ako Jkuat, and then he tells you these nice things, you're confused. Those guys have a good experience. Now they've got those sweet tongues. Hata utajua vile utakuwa umeingia box. So the best thing is have a senior student who will actually, let me talk about Julia. How many of you know Julie? You know Julie? Julie, raise your hand. That is Julie. She'll be taking care of you for quite some time. No, Julie is a senior student. Julie can tell you, this guy, Julie is in fourth year. Julie will tell you, this guy, while first years came in 2019, he was after them. When they came in 2020, he was there, he was after them. So you who has come in 2022 is after you. He will tell you, be careful. This guy is just after something. She has experience. She can have seen that man doing some things. And then she can advise you, please, you're in first year, hold your horses. As much as I told guys are in campus, hold your horses. And even now, for your man, guy, you have your own struggle as a man. Yeah. You're seeing this, or you're the one who even have a girlfriend in KMTC. At least you have come to campus, she's in KMTC. At least you're speaking sense. And then you're telling her, by the way, you need to listen to me. Me, I'm in university or in college. So listen to me. Now, as much as you may be seeing yourself as such, or even you're in a relationship with your fellow, maybe first year or something, you will need a senior student, and who is spiritual also. You don't just need anyone, but also somebody who is of sound mind, who will tell you, by the way, young man, listen, this thing that you do, I did them, and nilianguka terribly. Things were so bad on me. Listen, just listen to me. Now you'll need him to speak some sense into you. And then don't go for some jokers who will tell you by the way, you've gotten a lady, umpata girlfriend, uko na dem, enda bwana. Go for her. Invite her, spend your money. And then you are here, let me speak now to the men, you are here as a first year. If you're using your parents' money, listen to this, even some senior students, if you're using your parents' money, yani, pocket money that your mother is giving you or your father is giving you, then you're using it to take a lady out. Shame on you. And may God forgive you. And now you are a lady here. There's a guy here who uses his mother's money to take you out. How does it feel? This boy, he's a boy actually, uses his mother's money. Remember, his mother has sold land, has sold chicken, has sold a cow back at home, and then he's using that money to take you out. Does it feel nice? Does it feel nice? It doesn't feel nice. So for the men, don't use your mother's money to take this lady out that you found in campus. Don't do that to your mother. The pocket money that your father could be maybe even in Juja, struggling, and then he's back at home, very proud, my son is in campus. But I need to get something today, 500 shillings I sent to him. And then you're using that 500 shillings to take this young lady somewhere. Then you're telling her, drink, kunywa. But deep down you're suffering, and then you're making her feel nice, but you're suffering. Something of the sort. Now you lead a senior student to tell you, by the way, my friend, you don't need to do anything with it. In fact, what you need to do, invite this lady to church. There is food on Sabbath for first years. Let her come. Invite her for these things. He'll even tell you, no, you and that lady can even come to my place. We make supper, because it's more cheaper when you make food in your house than when you're going to spend maybe eating these hotels. Life, I don't think, kuna chapati ya 10 bob squeeze. Senior students. No, there was chapati for 10 bob. Right now, there's no chapati for 10 bob. Because things have gone high. So you spend a lot of money in doing some other things which are not interesting, and your money, you've been given money by your parents, you're spending it, you become a spendthrift. This is the point. Find a senior student, make them a friend. But before you find who they are, make sure you stick in church well to find out, so that you don't go for a vulture. Actually, I was speaking with some friend of mine who a lady came, they pretended to be so nice. Actually, the guys who can pretend to be so nice, and then you find friendship in them, they want to put into something. That's why I was very specific. For ladies, find a senior student who is a lady also. For men, find a senior student who is a man. Okay, for men, it can be easy for them to find a senior student who is a lady also, because I think also senior student anakuona kama we, a young brother. But a senior student who is a man may not see a lady as a young sister. They see you as food served to him while hot. So for ladies are at least, okay, you'll make friends in the future who are men and senior students, but after you have known them. But for the time being, please, just find that senior student who is a lady for you to be comfortable. Now, friends who do not invite you to such events, and they have this idea of, we don't need to go for this thing. We have got Vespers. Vespers happen on Wednesday. We come on Wednesday here at the LT. We share for 1 hour. We go. On Friday, and we come, welcoming the Sabbath. Then on Sabbath, we are together. Now, you must have these friends who encourages you to come to church, who at least calls you and asks you, did you come to church? What happened? When you are sick, who will come for you and asking you, by the way, what happened? Are you okay or something? I want to be very categorical also. As you're making friends, you're not making friends on basis of tribe. There are people who form cliques. I'm telling you, this guy who stood here, Omonyo, he'll tell you, well, in first year, maybe people wanted to group themselves according to tribes. People come from Nyakemincha, people come from Bondo, people come from where? Where else? These regions. And then you find yourself just speaking your vernacular, your mother tongue. Yeah, that's the reality. Isn't it? It is. You'll find very many churches, Adventist churches in Kisii and in Kisumu, in Nyanza, basically. But these other regions, maybe central and going to Machakos and the coast, you may not find very many Adventists. But now, don't group yourself. Find only friends who are Luos. Shame on you if you're going to do that, or you're already doing that. Find friends who have a common thinking. Like they're in church, they are spiritually nourishing you, not because they come from your tribe. But if you come to university and you're still tribal, then bado. If you come to campus, did you get me, eh? And you're still reasoning on tribal grounds, I think you're losing it. It doesn't make sense you're in campus. You've gotten some air there, some clean things, and then you're coming to campus. Then you're still reasoning around tribes. That doesn't make sense. But be here to make friends with people who reason well. Don't make just any friend, but find out. Before anyone comes to your company also, don't just be easy to invite everyone to come to your company, but rather reason out. But also you also need to be a good friend. Iron does what? Sharpens iron, right? Iron sharpens iron. Which verse is that? It's in the Bible. Proverbs chapter 26 or 27? Verse what? Verse 7. I want somebody to open that one. Proverbs. Where is it? It's in Proverbs chapter 27, I think. Verse 7 or verse 1. Somebody can read it aloud. For iron sharpeneth iron, so does a friend sharpen. Which verse is that? Is it Proverbs 27? Have I gotten it? Verse 7 or verse 1? Yeah. You can just search there, iron. And then search in Proverbs 17. Chapter 27, 17. Read to us. Yes. Thank you. So you also need to have this thing that you also not avoided. At least people can also be attracted to you because of how you reason. Eh? Don't also be that this person who wants just to be sharpened, but you're not also sharpening others. How do you do that? This church has got very many activities to make sure you are nourished spiritually, but also socially. Now, spiritually, you also need to grow. You will hear people coming to preach. Even you, some of you will become very nice preachers. I never knew I'll ever stand in front of these people and speak. In my class, I was, I think, one of the best people in presentation because you'll be studying in class and then you'll be having presentations. JKUSDA will make you a good presenter because one time, be sure, one time or another, you'll get a chance to stand here and speak to people. It's not a must, but you'll gain courage. And as time goes by, you'll find yourself very easy. You'll be singing here. There's some of you are good singers. You could come in here, you'll be coming here choristering. Some of you are nice orators. You'll come here, speak poems, or even preach. And then that is how, now you're sharpening. Even somebody sees how you reason, they can be your friends. But if you reason bluntly, stories zako zinakuanga tu za, okay, kuna udaku, but let your stories, I don't want to talk about only movies and things which are filthy, but your reasoning should be that which somebody can say, by the this guy, if I stay close to them, I'll get something. But I'm saying this, don't be the only person who is being sharpened where you can't even sharpen others. So also have some content in you. There's something that I wanted to speak about. Now, I believe in something called platonic friendship. Do you know what platonic friendship is? Any new student who knows what platonic friendship is? Platonic friendship? Any senior student? Yes, senior student. Stop looking back. This senior student. Just arise and tell us what is platonic friendship. You have an idea? Some senior student? Gloria? Platonic friendship? I mean, we told you while you're here, you're in first year. Now, this is the type of platonic friendship. Now, Enoch, tell us about what is platonic friendship. You also have an idea? Aha. This is platonic friendship, eh? This is a friendship that has no interest to go further to things to do with relationships. I believe that you can be friends with one another without reasoning beyond lazima ukue girlfriend yangu now that we are friends or something of the sort. You can be friends without having the basis of those grounds. And those are the friendship that I want you to build in JKUSDA and also in Jkuat. For your first year, do away with the relationships. It may not reason well with you right now. You wait. We're asking a character development, eh? Yeah, you will get that in the future. But what I'm saying is, what was I saying? I'm losing it also. But platonic friendship, make sure you build friendship that must not escalate to something else. Don't always reason that when you are a friend with a lady, you must be having something. Now, that is to the men, eh? You are a friend to a lady, you're just imagining things already in your head. there's something wrong with you. You don't imagine that you can just be friends and going maybe to church together and rejoicing the communion of one another without something coming afterwards. If you reason like this one, you start reason, and somebody has said hi to you the first time, they have shared your contact for the first time, you're already reasoning like, hey, can they be a girlfriend? No. Don't reason on those grounds. Reason like we are church members, we are coming together, and as iron sharpen iron, I'm also able to sharpen this person. Now, I think I've majorly talked about things that I wanted to sound to you about friendship and our social life. There's more that will be talked to you about relationships and such things. I don't want to enter into that. But majorly today, I was talking to you about making friends. When you'll have a serious problem back at home, I'm telling you for the truth, at some point in life here, you may lose your dad, you may lose your mom while in campus. If you have not made friends, you'll go through a tough time. You may get sick, you may lack something, but if you don't have friends, you'll go through a tough time. And I've said it today here. You may not reason out and thinking that something will happen like that. Don't run the risk of not building friends in church. A time will come, you'll remember these words. Stick in church so that even when you have a need, you can say, by the way, she used to come to church. She used to sit at a particular place. He used to be present and help out, even in deaconry. By the way, we have a deaconry team. We have deacons and deaconesses here, the students. We have even elders who are students here. So we have all those things that maybe appear. So you'll be identified if you are present. And anyone can be ready to help if this person was present here. And I just want to invite maybe if there are comments or simple questions, then I want to end. Is there something, somebody who has a question before I invite maybe the senior student to add something briefly? We're ending it. Who is bold enough to say something or to ask something? Yes, how many are we? We're 86 today inside here, 86 people. Yesterday we were 50 something, today we're 86. I don't know about maybe the days to come. Now I want to invite, is there any senior student who has got a comment about just friendship and social life of new students? Perhaps giving an experience. I have a lot of experience that I don't want to take my entire time here speaking about them. Anyone who has a brief experience? Yes. Amen. Now listen to this guy. This guy has got an interesting story, yeah? In his life, you'll just get to notice that. Iko chini.
Oh, praise God.
Amen.
Praise God once more.
Amen.
So my name is Elvis. I wish to advise the new students. Just as you have been told, I'm making some emphasis. Ni kitu ya maana kukuja church. Just church may make very distinct measures. Hadi watu wanapigiwa simu, karibuni. And you know, ni Sabbath, ni Sato. So kenye unafaa kufanya ni just make that effort. Sababu kuna vitu mingi na pia hizo vitu mingi zinaweza kuseduce ujipate like you're not in the way that you're supposed to be. Sababu kila mtu hapa, acha niwaambie, mimi niko sure kila mtu mwenye amekuja hapa na hiyo kosi yenye amekuja nayo, nyinyi wasiambishia sana sahi. Lakini the moment uta go astray kidogo, hiyo ambition yako bishwa, yani itakuwa dark kiplani. Kwa hivyo jaribu tu kufollow, ni hivyo. Sababu ukijaribu, mimi nimekuwa, acha niseme experience yangu. Mimi nimekuwa hadi msanii. Nimekuwa hadi msanii bana. Genge tuona hapo YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Unaona, unapata hizo vitu wazisaidii, unaona. So nashukuru Mungu na with time tukiendelea kuinteract. I think hizo experience mimi nasema siwezi zikalia juu zilikuwa ni experience hivyo ndio niweze kushare na watu. Kwa hivyo ni follow tu. Hizo zenye mnaweza taka kujaribu zenye mbaya, at least mko na watu waliojaribia, ndio sisi tutawaambia msijaribu. Tuliojaribia sana na ni mbaya. Msijaribu hizo.
Thank you.
Asante.
You've seen him speaking. I told you listen to him, he has got something, eh? There are very many things in campus that you wish to do. You are ambitious in high school, you wanted to do some things. A platform will be available for you inside here. Gengeton, huh? You heard you singing Gengeton, huh? You guys know what Gengeton is, don't you? Come on, don't pretend to be so holy here. Almost all of you know these things. So I want another senior student. Any other? Just pick something briefly and then we wish to end it. There's more that will be spoken to you about various topics. So as time goes by, you'll get to experience these things. Is there any other senior student want to speak? Yes? Yeah, okay. There's that senior student, 5th year.
Journalist, if you want to kianza, let me just speak. So praise God.
Amen.
Naitwa Caleb Kefa. Inaongea?
Yeah.
Naitwa Caleb Kefa.
Inaongea? Microphone inaongea ama inaongea?
Oh, sorry. Kumbe mimi nilikuwa
senior student.
Okay. So the only thing I'd like to say, ama to add ni make God to be a best friend for the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years yenye utakuwa hapa, and things will be nice. I can say I've tried my best. According to me, I've been focused. Academics and church. And it has not been a disappointment. So when I will be finishing in 3 months' time, God willing, I'll say, glory be to God. Because yeye ndiye amenilid all this through. But sasa, if you don't listen what that Ford has told you, and many others will come for the few more days and the days in zimepita, you may end up being one of the few when you watatoka hii place kama uko wretched. You know, there are people you're seated with right now when you probably hamtamaliza na wao. Probably they will go out and then out will be sweeter. And there are others who will also join. Just make sure you have the right things and make church the best place for you. JKUSDA will make you grow in ways that you cannot imagine. Otherwise, may God keep you for your journey in this school.
Thank you. That is from a senior student. He has told you. Yes, just give it to her. At least we have a lady here. Pass the mic very fast. They didn't introduce themselves. At least Elvis said his name. He's called Caleb Kefa. He's in mechanical engineering, 5th year student. Elvis, you're taking computer technology. Yes. Proceed. Just introduce yourself and proceed.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm Chris Mumba, and I'll just say and differently. Adi yo ya friendship from you grow. Yes, you have.
Thank you. Gloria, you want to speak? Thank you. There's another person behind. Let me speak also.
Good evening.
You can try it again. Try.
1. Thank you. On the subject friendship, I just have some. Hey.